Okay everybody, in this video I'm going to give you some quick notes on exactly what we just covered so you don't have to go back into the video and trying to go over the notes again. So these are the cliff notes to the video that we just did on how to discover your calorie numbers. And so I've been giving the example of 150 pounds being the ideal weight. I am 5'10", so and I'm a guy, so it's kind of like 150 is basically a good number for me. Now, if you're taller than 5'10", then obviously your ideal weight might be a little higher. Or if you're shorter than 5'10", say if you're a girl watching this and you're 5'2", your ideal weight may not be 150, your ideal weight might be 120. So in any case, you can find out whatever your ideal weight is, but just to show you really quickly, what you do is take your ideal weight that you want to weigh, 150, times that by 15. Now that is your maintenance calories. So 2,250 is your maintenance. Those are your maintenance calories. So if you weighed at 150 pounds currently right now, 2,250 calories will be roughly what you would need to take in every day to stay exactly the same amount of weight. Now, if you want to lose weight, you'll subtract another 500. And so this is your calories that you want to stick to, the numbers that you want to stick to in order to lose weight faster. If you want to weigh 150. Now, if it was 120, it'd be different, obviously, of course. So this is your number that you want to go by, and these are the calories that you aim for. Now, on the Zone diet, you take 40% of that, times that by 0.4, and that's 700 calories. And so this will be for proteins and for carbs. So because there are 4 calories in 1 gram, basically, of protein and carbs, what you will now do is divide that by 4, and 175 is your protein. And because we also take 40% of your calories out of your percentage, that's also our same number for carbs. Now, if we go back to the same number, we have to do this equation differently because 20% of this is going to come from fats. So 350 calories out of your 1,750 calories, that's going to come from your fats. And because there's 9 calories per gram of fat, we divide that by 9, and now we get 38 grams of fat. And so that is your diet plan if you choose the Zone diet. And this one has the higher carbs in it. Now, if you want to do a different version where you're doing lower carbs and more fats, it's very simple. So what you do is you take your ideal weight, 150 in this example, and for protein, you do 1 gram to 2 grams per pound of body weight, of ideal body weight. Okay? Now, for carbs, now this is what you do. You have no less than 150 to 300. So this would be your number. So you got 150 to 300 grams of protein. Now, for carbs, it's somewhat similar, but you take your ideal body weight, and you can have no more than that. Otherwise, you can divide that by 2, 75 grams to 150 grams. So at minimum, I have half that, but at maximum, I have 150 tops. And then for fats, 150, divide that by 2, that's 75. So that's how you calculate the other option you have for diet. So you can do a higher carb, or you can do a lower carb, but you also have higher fat. You have 75 grams of fat here, 38 grams of fat here. So you're basically just switching out the calories however you want to. So you can do the same thing no matter what you want to do. If you want to weigh 120, let's say you're a 5'2" girl, you would do the same thing. You would have 120 to 240 grams of protein, and then you would also have 60 to 120 carbs. And then for fat, you would have 60 fats. Now, if you're like a 6'3" guy or a 6'3" girl or whatever, your ideal weight might be like something like 180 or something like that. And then you just basically do the math from there. So that's like the maintenance diet that I do for keeping slim during the summer, because I like to do like a low carb diet. However, it was the high carb diet, the zone diet, that I followed when I lost 60 pounds in 6 months. But now that it's summertime, I'm doing a low carb diet, and this is just what I'm switching to. And then when this comes the fall, when I'm no longer going to the beach and stuff, I'll probably go back to the high carb diet so I can build some more muscle. But that's how we do this. And if you don't know what your ideal body weight might be, just use a body fat percentage calculator and figure out what you should weigh. So for instance, if you know you're like 20% body, if you are at a 20% body fat or higher, you know, you're gonna have to lose more weight. But to see your abs, you're gonna have to be in the 10% to 12% body fat percentage. So you can kind of do the math to figure out how much you weigh now and how much you think you might have to weigh in order to see your abs by using a body fat percentage calculator. So I hope this kind of helps you out, summarize what we just talked about as far as how to do the maintenance diet and also how to do the zone diet too. So whichever you prefer, we can do a diet for you, but it's basically to your preference because you're gonna lose weight either way. So I just wanna make this quick video to make some cliff notes on what we just went over. So give this a shot, figure out your numbers, and let's start plugging in the numbers to calculate your diet and start creating your meal plan.